Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great week. If not, just remember it is hump day, which means it's the middle of the week. We are one step closer to the weekend. So just get through today and you're halfway through the way to the weekend. Make sure you smash that like button and that subscribe button. Join our family as always. It's a great family, guys, I'm telling you. We're dropping new videos every week, so make sure you also smash that notification bell. That's what it is, the notification bell. As well as if you haven't been over to the channel, go check the channel out. We are dropping new videos of new games every week, as well as this series that we're going to be continuing, which is One Piece Pirate Warrior 3. It's been a great game. A lot of stuff's been dropped into it, so we're picking back up in it this week. I think we're taking on the island, right? Yeah, Ghost Island. That's what we're taking on. Ghost Island. Parfait. Let's jump right on into it. Yeah. The Florin Triangle. Is that like the triangle we have, maybe, based off that? What is the triangle? I don't even know what the triangle's called. There's like a triangle out in the sea where ships have been known to disappear. Is it the Bermuda? The Bermuda Triangle? Maybe that's it. We have that, right? That's a real thing. A ghost. No, just a skeleton. This is actually a really good arc, in my opinion. Which all the arcs are good arcs. If we're going to talk about One Piece, if you haven't seen One Piece, I highly recommend checking it out. A lot of people get discouraged because of the number of episodes. It just started like any other anime, and I promise you, it picks up pace fairly good. Now, a lot of people say make it to the Nami arc, or where they recruit Nami, dealing with the fishmen and whatnot. I guess the Nami arc really may not be its own arc. The way that they did it back in the day was based off voyages. I haven't bought any DVDs in a long time. I stream now. Been streaming for years. But back when One Piece first started and I was watching it from ground up, I followed One Piece. Big fan of One Piece. Big fan of Naruto. Big fan of Bleach. I'm a big fan of anime in general. You come across a lot of people that are really one or the other as far as fans for the, one of the big three. That is not my case. I have respect for all big three. I love characters out of all of the big three, and One Piece is probably, they all hold a special place in my heart. One Piece is still going on. I have a lot of respect for One Piece. Have a lot of respect for Naruto. Have a lot of respect for Bleach as well. I grew up on a lot of different anime, but definitely grew up on all big three. And I continue to watch new anime all the time. Follow some of the newer stars that are out now. Look forward to doing some of the games based on them when they do come out. I enjoy anime as a whole. But a lot of people tell you that, make it to the Nami arc. We're going to call it the Nami arc, but it's basically where you recruit Nami as a whole and deal with Erlong Park. I guess Erlong Park would be the better name for the arc. But the DVDs were based on like Season 1, Voyage 1, Season 1, Voyage 2, and that's how it went. It went by voyages per season, and there were several box sets each season, unlike Bleach and Naruto. But anyway, I don't know if they still do that. Like I said, I haven't looked into it in a long time. I stream on Crunchyroll, as well as some other different, platforms. Funimation and Crunchyroll apparently are combining. I found that back out in March, which is really cool because I used both of them as well as some others, but that's really neither here nor there. But anyway, so if you haven't watched One Piece, as we get started, as we work through this fog here, I highly recommend starting it. Don't let the number of episodes really overwhelm you, because One Piece has some filler. It does. Every anime has some filler that's long term. Naruto did, Bleach did, Dragon Ball did. They all have a little bit of filler. Your shorter animes that are 12, 24 episodes, you see that a short series don't necessarily maybe have one episode of filler or no episodes of filler, but they're short. But anyway, I will say this about One Piece before I get into explaining everything else as we fight through this fog, is that you need to give, I highly recommend giving One Piece a chance at Toron Park, and for several reasons. You got to remember when it debuted, you got to remember when it came out, as well as it picks up pace. It is a slow start, and it is dry. I'm a huge One Piece fan, but I will say this every time I talk about it. The beginning set is good, but it is a little dry. The story has a solid background and a solid everything, and it builds on everything. The writer is a phenomenal writer. Now, I have not kept up to date with the manga. I haven't read it recently. I'm not up to date as far as the newest chapter that has dropped. I see things dropping all the time on TikTok about the new chapters. I'm not going to spoil that for anybody who reads it and hasn't had a chance to read it. I haven't read it. I've just seen the clips going through different social media platforms that I'm on. So, you know, there's a lot going on with his fruit, with his ability, with ancient weapons, with Kaido, with the final battle, with Gear 5, with just a lot of different things. If you're up to date on the anime, then you kind of know a lot more about it. If you're not up to date on the anime, I'm not going to spoil that. I'm not going to spoil what's going on in Wano. However, if you've not watched One Piece, I will spoil this particular arc because we are playing it, and I give a lot of credit due to the information that's here, from the cutscenes to a lot of different stuff. I love his attire here, and I love how the attire has changed for all the characters throughout the anime as well. But, so as we get into this, as we work our way through the fog, there's several different key factors that we need to talk about, like the question mark that just appeared. I'll get to that in a minute. And the health bar of the boss is one solid bar. I'll get to that in a minute as well. But let's first off, while we're fighting, let me start where I always start. The blue bar by our character is our health. The yellow 4 bars you see underneath that are our specials. We unlock specials through upgrading our character through coins. You get coins for defeating people. But right now we're only able to use one special, certain characters, and I'm assuming that I will be able to eventually unlock it with Luffy as well. You'll be able to use one that takes 2 of those bars. Because I've unlocked it with Ace in Dreamlog. Now I haven't showed any of the Dreamlog. It's like 100 islands. Really cool area. I've been playing with Ace a lot. One of my favorite characters to play with. The other thing to be aware of is to the left of me, you see a yellow bar kind of working its way down. And that is a character bar, a special bar, or assist bar. Now you'll go down to the character, which is Brook currently, and you see there's a purple number beside him. That number changes from 1, 2 to 3. And 3 is max. Once you max out 3, it'll say max. And then every once in a while, you'll get that yellow bar to go from pink, which is once you hit max, and then go to pink, and it like unlocks a hero section or something. But anyway, now the importance of that is, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's watch the cutscene. His jokes are horrible, funny, corny, get old sometimes, but funny. So what's the cool thing about Brooks is if you don't know, he ate a fruit. Basically, the devil fruit that he got is when he died, he was able to come back. He was resurrected, but his body had already decayed by the time the thing had actually gone into effect. So he came back as a skeleton. Can Brooks actually die a second time? I think by drowning, but I'm not sure. We'll get back to that in a minute. So, high note is, if you look to the right, bottom right of the screen as we fight, you'll see there's a gold number and a blue number. Blue number is KOs, gold number has an exclamation point. Now what that is just simply goes into your ledger. Now that is, if you're going to beat the game 100%, you're going to have to get the ledger completed for each stage. Now, the ledger for each stage varies a little bit, but there's always guarantees. One, there's 9 spots. Think of it as like a Sudoku square. There's 9 pieces of the ledger. Okay? Now, the ones we're getting ready to cover are going to be the guaranteed ones you have to do. First, you have to complete the level on hard. Okay? 2, you have to get an S rank in the KOs, an S rank in the gold exclamation kills, and a S rank in time, as well as an S rank on all 3. Now the only way you get S rank is playing normal or hard, and I think there's a very hard eventually, but you will not get an S rank on easy. Okay, so you at least have to play on normal, and it varies from stage to stage. I've had time vary from 15 to 17 to 21 minutes. I've had kills vary from blue being 2,500 to 2,000 to 3,000. I've had yellow vary from 1,500 to 2,000. Okay, so it all varies per level. You're gonna have to figure it out. So that's the 5. Okay, beating it on hard, getting the S's in 3, and getting all 3 S's in 1 overall. So that's 5 of the 9. Okay. Now so then the next thing you have is beating the final boss with a rush. Now the rush is where we get the max bar like we have it, and we can trigger a rush. Now the rush is you and that character. We'll get further. I'll go more in detail about the rush in a minute, but finishing the final boss with a special. Once you go into the rush, you get a little time bar, and it uses that up, and every kill you get in that goes to the exclamation kills. Okay. As well as you can pull a finale out of it. At any point, at the very beginning, at the very end, whatever, you get to do a final with you and that character. Now, the cool thing about the rush is the more rushes that you unlock, in other words, the more that you use with all the characters that are available. If you see our character right now as we fight through this, is it has purple arrows. I could be switching it to another character and building up that max bar. But right now, I'm trying to build up my assist kills. Now once that bar gets over 1, anytime I do a short or long distance combo, Brooks will come in just like there, and he will get assist kill. That's what they are. So with that being said, that is number 6, beating the final boss with a final in the rush. Okay, now I will say this before we go any further, because there's 3 more to talk about, is that once you do a rush with a character, if you move to another character and do a rush, that other character that you've already done a rush with will be in the final move. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a rush just to show it off. You see the bar, I know it was brief, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this to get some assist kill out of the party. And it resets it to 1. Now see that I've used that. If I switch it to another character and say I build him back up to max and switch to another character and build them up to max and use their rush, then his rush will drain completely as well, and he'll be part of my final, and he'll be a part of the attack. So a great technique for going into the final battle, or if you're having to take care of someone like Water 7, where I had to take care of a Kiji. Best thing to do in that situation, if you're going for something specific, is to use one character, build up all your characters, because it won't drain them until you've used them at least once. So you can go through, say you got your whole crew with you in this particular scene, say there's 6 or 7 of you, you build up all their maxes, right? But you only use Brooks the whole time. Then you get to the final boss, it's their final health bar, and you start popping off a rush with Sanji. Brooks will be drained, but the rest of them won't. Then you can go right into another rush, switch to Nami, go into another rush, use that final, Zoro. But once you use them once, then anytime you trigger a rush, it doesn't matter how much you say you use them all throughout the level and you build them all up for the final boss again, this hypothetical. So you used all 5 rushes, and then you build them all up right before you go into the final boss, and you trigger a rush, it drains all of them because you've used them once. I don't know why, it's just how it happens. So strategically, what you want to do is you want to space them out. and you just use one, build up the rest of them is what I recommend. Okay, so beating the final boss with a final rush special. That's number 6. Number 7 is generally treasure events. Okay, so that's what the question mark is. You'll have question marks that appear. Only certain characters can trigger them. Only certain situations can trigger them. You have to read the details, and sometimes you have to replay a level. Like Alabaster, I had to replay to play as Zoro. I was going to say Naruto, but play as Zoro, play as Sanji. To get some of the coins, you have to replay levels as well, but that's not part of the treasure event. Completing all the treasure events gets you number 7. I said beat the level on hard is 1, but also completing the level in general is 1. And then number 9 varies. Sometimes it's don't let villagers flee. Sometimes beat an opponent twice or 3 times, or use a certain strategy where certain characters fight certain characters. It can be really complicated. It can be super easy. But that is the 9 portions of the ledgers. I remember this so well. This is so great. She was so cocky. Who knew that being a coward like Usopp would destroy her? Doesn't work. Doesn't work on my man Usopp. You know why? Because Usopp is a coward at this point. He is negative all the way through. This is not the first time this has worked for him. But I wonder how she would affect the current Usopp in the current anime or manga. Because after the 2-year skip, he has a lot more confidence. He's still a coward. But he also doesn't have a devil fruit. But in this particular episode, everyone in the crew, besides maybe her, Nami, and Chopper. Her, Usopp, Nami, and Chopper. The rest of them are confident enough. I don't think it would affect Chopper or Nami. But it definitely doesn't affect Usopp. It doesn't affect Usopp at all. But anyway, that's the 9 portions of the ledger. Completing every ledger, gets you. Unlock. You'll need to do that to unlock certain coins. I do know that much because I've maxed out quite a bit of Ace, and to upgrade them, your cap's level 50. To go from level 50 to a level 100, or is it level 40? I forget what I have Ace at, but anyway, to do a limit break, one of the coins for him, I think, is the Will of D. I think I have to complete a certain ledger for that, or all the ledgers. But that's just a small portion of it. Beating people with final or rushes will get you more coins, especially if you're playing on a harder difficulty. So if you're just running through needing certain coins, that's how we get our health, our defense, our attack, our special bar from 1, 2 to 3 to 4, and how we get more spots for different attachments. If you've never played the game, you unlock certain skills that cost certain, basically AP, and you can post them right now. Mine's for Luffy, I think, is to build the special bar with characters quicker, to build the special bars for my specials quicker, which is the yellow bar, to get. I got like 4 equipped to them. I have an extra spot, but I just don't have the AP for it at this current time. Now, reason, do you really need to break a limit for the final? No, not at all. I don't think so. I don't think you need to be above, because the way the levels are recommended so far, I don't think it's nothing to worry about. I think currently you are okay just progressing through the game and maybe playing and leveling up a little bit in Dream World. The only reason I think you would need to do a limit break is to beat Dream World, because I know some of the islands, final islands, are level 175. I haven't got that far with Ace yet. I'm still working on some of the other islands, but that's neither here nor there. I'd say I'm probably 60, 75% of the way done with Dreamlog. I've done a lot in there with Ace. It's great coins, it's easy money, and it costs money to get outfits and unlock, when you unlock your music and you unlock all your other stuff. But regardless, I like Dreamlog. I think there's like 75 or 100 islands total, roughly. I don't know, I haven't unlocked them all. I'm still working on bounty hunts as well. But regardless, this is a great game. As we continue to fight through this, I'm getting ready to get started into this particular arc and give the background on it. This will be an interesting arc, to say the least. We pick up a new character, we get background on another character that we left behind, and it connects a lot of dots for us. But before we get into that, as we continue to fight through this, I want to just say that so far the game has done really good in the details of the cutscenes. The fighting is kind of the same. There's different combos, there's different techniques, but it is based off Dynasty Warrior. And I like Dynasty Warrior, and I enjoy this fighting style. I'm interested in also, at some point after this, experiencing the other 2 One Piece games. I'm interested in doing this Pirate Warrior 4. They didn't have 1 or 2 on Steam. I think I could get my hands on it another way, but they're kind of limited to, I think, the PlayStation, and I don't know that I'll play anything on that. But I am interested in Pirate Warrior 4, and I'm interested in World Seeker. Definitely 2 games I want to check out and do videos on, so definitely look for those. There's other anime games that I'm dabbling in as well. But right now, this is the one that we are working on. That and My Hero 1 Justice, which comes out on Monday. But the schedule for the channel is changing. There will be more updates on my Twitter, as well as in later videos. I'll go into more detail about the channel and what's to be coming and when everything is going to be finishing. Now, with that being said, let's get into this arc, okay? As we continue to fight through this, I'm going to start with the backstory, because we're leading up to a good portion of, I'm assuming that we're about to, we got to be getting close, because there's not many red dots left. So we've got to be getting close, and everybody's just kind of standing around. All right, here we go. Cutscene. Pay attention to this. I'm going to talk about this. Wars. And Mordia. I haven't really talked about this arc at all or its characters, so pay attention to this cutscene. And I'm going to explain Mordia. I'm going to explain Ors. I'm going to explain the characters that you haven't seen that played a big role. I'm going to explain the difference in this and this in fighting the game versus fighting in the actual anime, the different directions they went, the information that was covered, and the information that has been missed. Okay, because you got to remember, this goes from here to Doflamingo. That's a lot from the first episode to Doflamingo. That is a lot of episodes to cover in one game. If I understand my research, Pirate Warrior 4 takes place, I think, after the 2-year skip at Fishman Island. So, it is what it is. And takes you all the way to Wano, actually. Not Cake Island, it's Wano. So you get to experience Fishman, Punk Hazard again, Del Rosa, that's more accurate to the anime, Cake Island, Zoan, is it Zoan? Whatever the elephant is. And then you get to the land of Wano. I think you actually go to the elephant thing, Cake Island, if I remember correctly. So there is that. But enough talk about the mechanics of the game and the strategies and my output on One Piece and the Big Three and everything I talked about so far. We're going to move on into the actual story of the game, the actual cuts and the raw that's missing and that is present. So to begin this arc takes place after Sky Island, after Water 7, after, it's not Marine's Forge, but it is where they take Robin. And we go get her, save her, come back, they build us a ship. And then we take off with Frankie. And now we have found Brooks, who, if you don't know, you will know after this episode, joins the crew. Alright? But apparently, we're helping the builders advance to build a bridge. We have to protect them from ores. So, looks like we've got to take him down. Now, this guy is a pain so far to deal with. See, he knocked me right off. Alright. Alright, so something else I want to cover on real quick is, you notice his health bar. It has 2 spots and it's abnormal. Okay. Alright, I gotta dodge this. Dodge. Ooh, nice. And he's gone. So his is a little wonky. Something else that you'll have occur is you'll have different colors pop in. So far we haven't had that. It's been strictly blue and red. Blue is always ally, red is always enemy. Yellow is a mixture. Yellow is your enemy currently, as well as the red's enemy. They'll fight with either color. And it happened in Skypea. If you haven't checked out the earlier videos, I highly recommend checking it out. Right now, we are really just blue and red on this particular scene. But his had a long bar and then a short piece. That is not the final boss. The final boss will always have 3 bars so far that I've come across. Alright, so he's back. Let's check him out. Oh, you're going to start right with that guy? Go ahead. Oh, never mind. Don't use it now. Oh, nice. We dodged that. Alright. So it doesn't look like we're able to defeat him quite yet. I think our goal is just to get his health far enough down to get the bridge builders over there. But anyway, this is ores. He currently has Luffy's shadow. Now, how does he have Luffy's shadow? He also has, you'll notice him say Gum Gum, and he'll be doing bazooka or pistol or whatever. But Mordia is one of the 7 pirate warlords. Now we're going to get into the actual detail of the arc. He is one of the 7 warlords. Now, if you've watched One Piece up to this point, fantastic. Then you know who's been took down as far as warlords go. If you have not watched One Piece, well, you're going to find out. We've took down Crocodile. We took him back down in Alabasta. Who are the other 7 warlords? Let's see, there's... Okay. Now I gotta recall. We haven't got that far, but we will get that far in this game, so there's no point in hiding it from you. There's Jinbei, Boa Hancock, Doflamingo, Mordia, Mihawk, Crocodile was one. That's 6. I know 6. Is there one more? I'm going through the arcs in my head right now to try to figure it out. We take Crocodile down. No, in Alabaster. He's the first warlord. Jinbei gets locked up because he won't go to Marine Forge. We meet Boa Hancock pretty soon. Matter of fact, not long after this. Doflamingo is someone we fight at the end. Mihawk we've already been introduced to in the beginning. Zoro fought him at Sanji's place. And we're facing Mordia. There's still one more. I'm having a hard time recalling who the 7th warlord is. Because warlords are pirates. And I'm trying to remember Marine Forge, which is someone we're gonna come to here in the very few weeks. I'm excited for it. It's part of the game. I'm really interested to know how it plays out. I'm not going to spoil anything. If you decide to watch it, you'll be spoiled then. If you have not watched One Piece, I'm not going to spoil it now, just in case you're working on the anime and you're heading in that direction. You may want to skip that particular day, that week. But for the life of me, I cannot think. I know Crocodile's on our side. He's been replaced. I know Doflamingo's there. I know Boa Hancock's there, even though she's on our side. Jinbei is with us. At the time, Blackbeard takes his spot, and he goes, and we actually see him in Impelled Down, which is the prison where we're trying to go to save Ace, and then end up breaking out of there and going to Marines Ford. But he wasn't one of the original 7. I think he took Crocodile's spot, but I just, for the life of me, I know Kumo's there, right? He shows up here as well. Is he one of the warlords? He may be. There he is. Yeah, Warlord Malthil. Yeah. He's here. Okay, so he's the 7th warlord. Okay, I knew 6 of them, okay? Give me a break. Anyway, we've took down Crocodile. Yeah, Kumo. But Malthil. Fun fact about him, there's a lot of fun facts about him. He actually is giving his body to science and protects the ship in the 2-year skip. I'll cover that more on that particular episode or arc when we get to it. He also used to be with the Revolutionary Army. He has a really cool power that we're going to get into. And I don't know if they'll show it here. We haven't got far enough into it yet. But I wonder if they'll show the cutscene. But, alright, so starting back at the beginning of this arc is after Water 7, after we get our new ship and we set out, we end up in the triangle with the fog, and we come across Brooks, which is an abandoned pirate ship. And, you know, we're heading to the main island that we come across, and there's a lot of zombies there. The zombies have other pirate shadows in them, which is Mortia's doing. I forget the name of his fruit, but he can basically steal your shadow and put it into fake corpse or dead corpse. Now, why does that really matter? Why do you need your shadow? Well, apparently without your shadow, you basically burn up in the sunlight. Yeah, so, you know, I need to get them back. Well, there's several characters that have not premiered, and I'm very disappointed they have not premiered because they'd be fun to play with, number 1. Number 2, they were an important part of the story here. You have this crazy hippo in a wedding dress. You have the lion, who was part of the Mortia crew, kind of like an upper person. He was strong. I think Sanji dealt with him. Nami was with the hippo. And so, anyway, Luffy gets captured somehow. I'm trying to remember how. Anyway, his shadow gets stolen. So he doesn't have his shadow currently. As well, there's all these other pirates on the island who don't have their shadows. This is also one of the arcs. Yeah, so yeah, Blackbeard is Crocodile's successor. He's here to check on him to make sure that Luffy, you know, does he got it under control? Because Luffy's already beat Crocodile. Mortia's trying to make his own army, basically, with the help of the scientist. Yeah, see, that's what the government's worried about, is that Luffy is going to upset the balance again. Now, this dude is really strong and beastly, and he has abilities to consume the shadows out of the zombies. Any shadows he's cut that's on the island, he's able to absorb, that he does in the anime, and there's a lot to his fruit. Gecko Moria. This could have ended so different if he would have asked for help, because Straw Hat's current strength can't take on Kumo right now. Not with the battles they've been through. But anyway, so Oars is like an ancient giant or something. That's its actual corpse that's been thawed out of ice. And he put Straw Hat shadow in his body. which gives him kind of some of the same abilities as Luffy, some of the same moves and memories as Luffy. I don't know if he actually gets a stretch. I don't think he actually stretches, but he uses Gum Gum. But he doesn't actually stretch. He's just really big. Now look at the health bar. The health bar has changed. And Moria is inside of him. Easy guy. Let's go. Maybe he won't disappear this time. Oh. Jeez, guy. Easy with the headbutts. Just like Luffy. I mean, his attacks in the anime revolve around Luffy. So I guess your shadow represents a lot about you. I know you can't push me when I do this. So, I dodged that. Let's go, guy. I knocked your fist away again. Let's go. Get away with that purple stuff. Oh, oh, he stretched a little bit. I'm trying to remember really hard. This is way back in that. Easy killer. Stupid bats. Oh, he's gone. Oh, there's Morios. Okay, we got a treasure event that's popped up. But he's over here on this bridge. What's his health at? Oh, his health didn't go back up at all. Alright, cool. Almost. Get out my way, big dude. Ah, no! Jesus. Oh, what's up, Morty? Get out my way. Anyway, so basically the way this is going to work is in the anime, there's several different main zombies that are involved, as well as the ghost girl, who is now gone because that's how far we've moved through this arc. Oh yeah, just used gear 3. I think that takes 2. I didn't think I had unlocked it, but I guess I have. Come back here, guy. So I got Gum Gum Rifle in 3rd gear. Currently. Need to finish this. Alright, now I can go up and fight Oars. Oh, we got the treasure event too. Perfect. This is another part of his fruit. I mean, as a pirate, he's really strong. The fact that he secluded himself to the triangle is really smart, and what he's been doing is crazy. Oars is gone again. Okay, something else I haven't talked about is trying to flee. Every once in a while, you'll have a guy, as you can see, he has a green ring around him. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use this special here, because when someone tries to flee, that's generally the first sign. There's another phrase that's used when he's closer, and there's another phrase used when he's not closer. But when he's trying to flee, when you step into that green circle, it gives him health back, plus whatever character that you happen to be working on, it maxes out the support bar as well. Oars is all the way over there. I'm definitely feeling the strain on time. I don't think I'm going to get the time on this particular, because I play all these on hard the first way go. That way, if I get ISs across the board, fantastic. And then I've already played it on hard, plus I completed it, and I try to do all the treasure events as I go along, so I don't have to play it back so many times. But I'm definitely feeling the strain on this one as far as time goes. Now, time varies, so I may be okay, but Got him. Now where are we going? I got one big red dot up here to the left. Oh, Moria's just appeared. Let's go take care of these guys. Get off me. I'm trying to get rid of these guys. We need some assist kills. We're lacking in assist kills. Ores has been the real big enemy. We haven't had a lot of small fries. It's generally not hard for me to get these numbers, but I'm having a hard time getting these numbers. I see. So in trouble generally means, as you see, Chopper generally means his health is about halfway down. But trying to flee is your first sign, or is about to flee. There's two different phrases. I don't think they're consistent either. In trouble just simply means that their health is getting low. It's nothing to really worry about. Has rejoined the battle. Another round with ores. God, I get tired of fighting this guy. I don't have any special build up. Hey, backup guy. Anyway, so as we get, I've pretty much caught us up. There's a lot missing. There's a lot of zombies missing that have been cool characters to play with. There's several characters missing throughout each arc that have been fun to play with, but they do a really good job at covering the story as a whole. So far, we are in the final area of this particular arc. Don't know who's going to be my final boss, if it's Ores. I haven't got out here to check out his health bar yet, but let's head that way. Oh, he knocked me off. Oh, there's a Moria. Okay, so this Moria has only one solid health bar, so let's go ahead and work on him a little bit. Ores is back, but no one's dying yet. Let's go ahead and use Gear 3. Maybe we can go ahead and get rid of this guy. It looks like Ores' health came back, but it's only halfway up. Doesn't look like Ores is going to be our final battle either. Oh, it'd have been cool if it threw me up there, but oh well. Finally broke 1,000. Parfait. Gear 3 makes me small. For just a minute. There we go. Perfect. You guys are just standing there to fight somebody. Alright, I think that's all the Mortias. Let's go take out Ores. Nice try, guy. Oh, his health didn't go up anymore since he moved the second time. Perfect. Ah! Ugh, I hate getting knocked off the edge. That completely ruins it. I have to run all the way back up here and wait for another attack. Oh, that didn't work. Wow, his fist came all the way through the building. That's crazy. Basically, we need to get my shadow back, as well as some of the other straw-haired pirates, as well as all the other pirates we're trying to rescue. His health came further back up. Man, come on, stay down here. All the way over there. Jeez. So, yeah, I'm definitely not getting an S on time this go around. Pretty confident on that. I could be wrong, but I don't feel wrong. What's your health back at now, guy? Come on, give me your health bar. Still no health bar. Where's your health bar? There it is. Perfect. What you gonna do now? Do a fist slam. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Am I missing something? Let's go. There it is. Screw your shadows. And got a couple extra hits in. Almost got him. Oh, dude, get a life. What's your health at now? It better not gone back up to half. I get tired of this. I should be able to punch you. At least my specials are up. Ugh, quit standing there. I can't hit you. There we go. Give me something. Oh, yeah. Your health didn't go back up that much. Yes! Oh, come on. Oh, that's not good. Heh. Didn't hit me. Look how small I am. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Oh, wow. Ow. Ah. Jerk face. Where's stairs at? Where's stairs? There they are. Don't go nowhere. Don't you dare flee. Every time he flees, his health goes back up. It's okay, you can kick me. Nah. Jesus. Can I not catch a break? Let's go. Oh yeah, give me that fist. Give me that fist. You're done. Yes! Give it here. Alright, cool cutscene. Alright, this is where we're at. Dude's beastly. Here, come on, Robin. This is a group effort. This is all thanks to all of them, but truly Chopper. Konami! Freeze him! There's a chain. Go, Brooks. Ooh, cool thing about Brooks, what you don't realize, is when we first entered the Grand Line, there's a whale beating his head against the wall. It used to follow Brooks' crew around, who was a musical pirate crew. And they told him to stay there because the Grand Line was dangerous. They'd come back for him. Well, then they end up getting attacked and getting poisoned. And they don't show this scene, but the scene of Brooks' crew playing until each one of them dies, and Brooks is the last one playing the solo. It is so sad. But anyway, so I'm hoping when this is all said and done, Brooks gets reunited with his friend, the whale. Babu? I don't remember his name. I'm not even going to try to slaughter it. But anyway, by putting the chain around him and by putting the ice on him, they were able to get his spine straight. And with Luffy's final blow, it crushed his spine. Thriller bark. Oh, here we go. Stealing all the shadows. Now, this takes place right on the verge of dawn. That's how close it comes in the anime. I don't know if they'll show it, but beating him and releasing the shadows happening right as the sun hits everybody. And obviously One Piece is continued on after that, so obviously it's right at the last second. But in the anime it shows that. I don't know if they'll show it here. Alright, so it looks like we got just one Moria left. Yeah, this is his real... And something else that this didn't show is to take on ores, Luffy consumes 100 shadows of himself and shows up like big, bulky, muscular, and blue. Something else it didn't show. Something else it doesn't show is that Brook is very perverted. He wants to see a bunch of girls' panties. Something else I don't think we've covered. I didn't read all the text when it was going through the... Uh-oh, trying to flee. That is not a good sign, Zoro. And I'm not maxed out, so I'm going to go ahead and snag you up, give you some health. Let's go ahead and fight this guy. What's our health bars look like? I haven't hit him yet. Hey, back off, dude. Yeah, he has 3. This is it. Back up, guy. Alright, got rid of the first health bar. He wants to be Pirate King as well. That's why he's building an army. I don't remember that. I mean, that's probably true. This has been, it's been years since I've watched the Thriller Bark arc. I'm going all based off memory. This is all before time skip. Sanji's trying to flee. Alright, do I have enough time to do it? Catch her. Where is Sanji? Oh, I've already stepped in Sanji's circle. Ow. Back up, guy. I don't think I have enough kills either. I don't think I'm going to get S across the board at all. Third gear's been working great on this guy, though. Can we go and get rid of that last bar? There we go. Perfect. Oh, yeah, you're hurting. Time to beat those shadows out of you. I'm not terribly worried about him. I'm holding on to my max, but his health is going really slow. I at least want to go ahead and get this over with. Look at that. It took hardly any damage. Oh, but keep damaging me, guy. It helps out my yellow bar. Come on. Dwindle down, guy. Ow. You're close. I may be able to do it if I go ahead and use it. And then dwindle him down a little bit further. Here we go. Now I can use this whole bar first. But I'm going to go ahead and pop him off. I'm done with this. I'm already over the time lot. I don't think I have enough kills. Let's go ahead and get this over with. Give it up, guy. Stupid bats. Oh, the bricks are going over me. This is almost like Keto from Bleach. Keto 99 or 90 or 91. This has no effect on me unless you got hockey, guy. If you don't know what hockey is, you'll learn about it soon enough. He's rubber, dude. Gear second. Perfect. Gotta love the rubber. Giant jet shell. Cough them up. Go ahead and throw up all them shadows, you greedy. Right at dusk. Hey, there's the sunlight. Hey, it does show it. Pretty cool. And I mean by mere seconds. They started dissolving. They started burning. Ooh, the other warlord. I know what happens. Does it show it? Does it truly show it? His power is really unique as well. Yeah, Zoro's not going to have any of that. Ooh, that's tough.
まだ立ち上がる気力が残っていたか。
どうしてもルフィの首を取っていくのか。
Go ahead, Zoro.
それが最大の情報だ。
わかった。首はやるよ。身代わりの
Zoro's okay. I don't care what anybody says about the rest of the crew. They all have their backstories. They all have their memories. They all have their connections to Straw Hat. They all have their reasons for loving him. But Zoro is just... He will be the Pirate King's right-hand man, known as the best swordsman in the world. It's just what's going to happen. It's just... Don't get me wrong, Sanji has a lot of respect for Luffy. He is his second right-hand man, or his left hand, whatever you want to call him. If you got the King of the Pirate, he's got two hands. You have the first right-hand man, the dominant hand. Not saying that if you're left-handed, that's not your dominant hand. That's not what I mean. Do not take offense to that, but, you know, you always, the phrase is my right-hand man. Because predominantly, most people right hand is dominant, and Sanji would be his second in charge after Zoro, hands down. He has shown it time and time and time and time again. But Zoro is it. It is. You got your captain, and then you have the guy right under the captain. I don't know what you would call him. I can't remember the actual title. But that is Zoro is next in charge. Always will be. And then it's Sanji. This right here, seeing this in the game does not justify. It does not justify. That scene right there is an episode and a half, and it does not justify it. It just doesn't. What he did is he took all the damage Luffy took out of his body. Zoro took it head on. The ground's covered in blood. His eyes are red and bloodshot. He is on the verge of death. It just doesn't capture it. And it's not going to. It's a game. I get it. You know, Luffy's up bouncing around partying, inviting Brook, and there's some back scenes and whatnot. And Zoro's laying there, and no one's going to tell Luffy that he did that for him. Sanji finds out through Brook. Man, what an arc. It's a fantastic arc. It's a little long string for me, but this is also where we pick up a sword from a legendary samurai who happens to be Bones, who Zoro beat and gets control of. If you're watching the anime, then you should know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it comes back up in the land of Wano, okay? I'm not going to say any more about it. You need to watch the show. The show is a fantastic show. But Brook, this is the back scene from Brooks and his crew and the song, and it's just, it's tough. It truly is tough. It doesn't show it, but it is truly tough what this man has suffered. And I don't know if he can die. I'm sure he can drown, because I'm assuming the devil fruit still has power even though it's been used. He's been brought back to life. There's no other purpose of it, but I'm assuming salt water still has the same effect on him as other devil fruit users. I'm not sure about Brooks' abilities currently as far as salt water goes. And if he cannot drown and he can swim, I don't think he can. Usually you lose the ability to once you have the devil fruit. I don't think that goes away, because you don't lose the devil fruit until you die. But he's a great swordsman. He's really cool. I don't know if you can actually kill him. He doesn't have a heart. I don't know if you can sever his head. I don't honestly know if you can kill Brooks at this point. That is an interesting question. He's not as strong as the rest of the crew, but he's stronger than some of the crew. But Anyway, he joins the crew here. We pick up a new crewmate, and this is where things start to get really interesting. But anyway, guys, this has been a really long episode. It took 30 minutes to clear. I got S on everything else, so I'll have to go back through it again. But anyway, guys, check back next.